What's good? What's cracking? How y'all doing?
Doing good. Now, I see some blue skies behind you, so it ain't raining. So that plastic is to sweat a little. You want to run?
I got these shred skins. It's a single use sauna suit. So I'm just getting extra little sweat in. Extra little sweat in. How y'all doing?
Good. How you feeling, man? This is a big fight against, a welterweight legend, man. Carlos Condit's done a lot in this sport. You must be excited.
No, I'm pumped, dog. It's a wonderful experience, wonderful time, wonderful opportunity. I've actually wanted to fight Carlos since I was young, man. Since I was a kid. So to get this fight now, when I finally figured everything out, it's amazing. Can you see me? Should I move or am I too dark?
We can see you. You're good. You're good. You're a little fuzzy, grainy, but we can see you. Don't worry. Don't worry. We can hear you, and we're excited to have you on. And tell me a little bit more about the Condit matchup. Was it out of respect, like you were a fan, and that's why you wanted to share the octagon with him, or did he rub you the wrong way and you want to knock him out? How did this come about?
I actually, well, when I used to watch him in WEC, I used to watch him walk around the cage and mean mugging the camera, and I remember being like, I want to fight that guy. I want to fight that guy, straight up. So now it's come full circle. I have nothing but respect for him. Legend of the sport. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. I mean, he's been there, done that with the best of them. Former champion, and it's my time though. All that stuff's out the window now. It's my time.
Man, I had a similar experience, except it was with Tank Abbott in the late 90s. The only difference is I didn't say, I want to fight that guy. I said, I wish somebody would fight that guy, kick his ass, and Don Fry put it on for me. But yeah, you're right. You just see a fighter, and you kind of like have a love-hate where part of you is like, they're kind of cool. They remind me of the guy that threw me out of a club one day, and I think that's what it was with me and Tank Abbott. He was a brawler out of HB, but he was great for the sport. I don't know if you remember him back in the day.
Oh, dude, Tank Abbott was one of the reasons I first started fighting. He was my favorite fighter when I used to watch the videos, the old school UFCs. Yeah. Tank Abbott was my favorite guy. He literally went in there and bashed heads and didn't give a shit, and I love it.
Max, that Condit fight, was Carlos Condit a name that was brought to you? Did you ask for him? Like you said, you've always wanted to fight him. How did it actually come about, and what was it like hanging up the phone knowing that was going to be your opponent?
Well, I remember I actually wanted to fight Carlos after I took that man's ear, Brahimai, after I took his ear off back, on the interview, I said I wanted to fight Carlos Condit. Sean Shelby said no, he's going to fight Matt Brown. I was like, okay. But I was at this place, Crepes and Burgers out in Sac, with my family, and I got the call like 7 o'clock at night. Carlos Condit, UFC 264. I said, F yeah. I mean, it was way more animated than that. But, I mean, I accepted the fight that second. It took him 2 weeks. So we didn't know if we were going to get the fight. Almost 3 weeks, actually. That could have been, I don't speculate or assume anything, but probably contract stuff. But I'm grateful he took the fight. It was we still planned for it, we still training for it, but 2 weeks of hearing nothing, it's kind of nerve wracking. But we got the job done. Now it's time.
Hey, Max, like the last couple times we've talked to you, I'd say probably like the last 2 or 3 times, you've had this kind of new swag to you where I think you're starting to figure things out as far as like how to prepare for these guys and adding these new tools. They've made you like a really, really happy guy. Being where you're at now, could you say that you've now found like the correct recipe for Max Griffin? Like, are you at a point where you're very happy going into this fight, or do you feel like you're still learning, still trying to add new things here?
It's a mixture of both. Like, I am adding new things. but my stuff's working. My recipe's working. Yeah, I'm adding new things, but what I'm doing is working. It's effective. I feel like Salt Bay now. My recipe's good. I'm just throwing the stuff on top, and it's going to be a masterpiece. This July 10th will be my next greatest performance to date. I promise you. Have no doubts. 100% confidence. Oh, man. I actually had a dream last night that I killed someone, and I woke up stressed, and it's a sign of the times.
Hey, Max, you brought up Carlos Condit's stare. And that was one of the things that always stood with me when people would talk about some of the meanest stares. He had one. And I remember in the WC days meeting him after a fight and just seeing how nice of a dude he is outside of that cage. And I asked him, like, how do you switch that on and off? Because that stare is so uncomfortable. When you see the stare, is it going to be one of those situations where you kind of want to outstare him, or are you just going to kind of take it in?
I was thinking about that, you know. It's going to make me smile. It's going to make me smile. At the stare downs, that's the stare that you guys are going to like to see. That one's going to be great. That one's going to be the one that you're talking about right now, that one's going to be, ooh. Yeah, that one's going to be the one. But in the cage, it smiles. We'll see. But I can't let him take me off my game, you know. And my new game is having a good time and doing my thing. So I can't allow him to take me out of that. But I can't wait to look at him at the fucking face-off, bro. Can't wait.
Two things to finish up here off what Ghost said. Not only do you look happy, content, you look very, very confident, both in your interviews, pre- and post-fight, and during the fight on fight week. So that's awesome that you're feeling this, you know, at this point in your career. And then with Carlos Condit, fellas, it's not just the stare. He got this snarl, too. You know what I mean? It's epic. He's definitely earned the respect of many out there. And so, yeah, I can't wait for the stare down and all that. We'll be here in Vegas, obviously. So we'll probably see it up close. Now with everything wide open, you know, we got most media attending, fans attending. So it's going to be fun. I can already see the juices are flowing for you, Max. You can't wait to get on that run, right?
Bro, I'm on it, man. Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, I'm on it. Someone posted something yesterday. Not saying I am, but they said Max is 3-3 in his last 6, and you could say arguably he won 6 out of 6. I know I didn't, but those fights were close. I'm ready to go. And looking back at my shit, like, I've been good. We've talked about this before. We've talked about, you know, the fights that I've lost and stuff that hasn't gone my way. And those times are over. Those times are over, buddy. And to be on this stage, to be on the main prelim fight, you know, before the main card, on one of the biggest cards ever again. I mean, first fight in Vegas. It's gonna be so stupid, and really, you know, the mystique that Carlos has, the fan base that he has. Oh, bro, I'm gonna absorb all those fans, and man, I couldn't be any better.
I noticed you said again, and you're right. You have been on Miocic and Cormier, Holloway, Poirier 2, Adesanya, Romero, the UFC throw in some of these pay-per-views. It's probably for a reason.
Yeah, I was on the Conor Diaz 2 on my debut.
Yeah, that's right. I guess I didn't scroll down enough. And on Big Fox, too. I remember seeing you on Big Fox, though.
Yeah, beating little Mike Perry.
Good stuff. All right, Max. Thanks for the time. We really appreciate you squeezing us in. We'll see you in Vegas in a few weeks.
Thank you, guys.